Absolutely stunning news coming out of France recently when they decided to arrest the Telegram founder Pavel Durov for not being a censorious tyrant on his platform. This is wild, man. This is tough times. Telegram founder Pavel Durov arrested at Paris airport. Pavel Durov, the co-founder and CEO of messaging app Telegram, was arrested at a Paris airport on Saturday after getting off his private jet, according to French media reports. The billionaire Russian exile was arrested around 8 p.m. at Le Bourget airport by French cops after flying in from Azerbaijan. French outlet TF1 Info reported. French authorities had issued a search warrant as part of the preliminary investigation into Durov, a staunch free speech advocate, and his encrypted messaging app, which has some 900 million users worldwide. And yeah, that's kind of the place to go when you want to share information, okay? Telegram has a reputation, justifiably so, but it's a hell of a good platform. That's all I'll say. Law enforcement believes that Telegram lacks of moderation and the tools it offers. Yeah, justifiably so, for a good reason too, such as cryptocurrencies. Makes it complicit in global drug trafficking, PDF stuff, and fraud. Really? But you don't want to go after any other platform for that. Really? Where a lot of that stuff is far more prominent? Okay, but the search warrant was only valid if Durov stepped foot on French soil. He made a blunder this evening. We don't know why. Was the flight just a stopover? In any case, he's in custody. A source close to the investigation told TF1. Yeah, seems kind of coincidental, don't you say? Okay, Durov, 39, is a Russian-born tech entrepreneur, best known for founding social media networking site VK and the messaging app Telegram. He lives in Dubai, Habibi, where Telegram is based, and is also a citizen of France and the UAE. Durov founded Telegram in 2013 with his brother Nikolai, who fled Russia in 2014 after they refused to hand over the encrypted user data to Russian officials or silence communities opposing the government, which he later sold. Durov decided to live in self-imposed exile, stating that when he left, Russia was incompatible with internet business at the moment. During an interview with Tucker Carlson in April, it's interesting how the moment that these people, and people of Durov's ilk, decide to raise their public persona by going on these interviews, the high-profile interviews like Tucker Carlson, bad things seem to happen to them. Very strange how that has happened as we get closer to an election. Very strange how free speech advocates are just getting, clamped down upon. Durov said he fled Russia because he didn't want to take orders seemingly from the Russian government. I understood that I would rather be free. I wouldn't want to take orders from anyone, and I left behind probably a comfortable life. For me, it was never about becoming rich. For me, everything in life is about becoming free, and to that extent is possible. My mission in life is to allow other people to also become free. In 2018, Russia blocked Telegram when the app refused to comply with the court order and share its encryption keys. The ban was lifted in 2020. And it's interesting how Russia, I don't think, ever sent out an arrest warrant. Durov brothers just simply refused to go back, didn't want to go back to the home country. But yet, France decided to take a far more invested interest into the going-ons of the brothers. Durov is worth an estimated $15.5 billion. Telegram emphasizes user privacy, has drawn criticism from many governments for allowing militants and organized criminals to discreetly communicate. Yeah, because they wouldn't possibly use Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Couldn't possibly be verified to use those sites over, alternatives. It almost seems like that same shell game that ended up taking down Parler when, January 6th was all organized over there, we should go after them, when in reality, and all the data came out, oopsie daisy, they were actually all organized on like Facebook groups. But sorry to hear about your platform there. It was a nice one that you had that didn't want to comply. Oopsie daisy, sorry it got shut down. Durov has maintained the Telegram as a neutral social media platform and not a player in geopolitics. No, man, it is a platform in the pure sense. Sign up to it, use it to your heart's content, interact with whoever you want. That's the way that they operate, and that's the way that they use it, and that's why they wanted to crack down on him, because what was it that just came out? That Facebook now apologizing for being complicit with the Biden administration during the early parts when they were locking everybody in their house, trying to force a certain medication into their arms. Medication, uses scare quotes around that one. It's not so much that they're going after Durov, It's that he was also traveling with somebody else, and now she's gone too. What the hell is going on over here? Mystery blonde traveling with secretive Telegram CEO was posting trip on social media before she was arrested, and now she's missing. I'm wondering, man, okay, because she's out there posting, all the goings on. Was she an op to get this guy set up? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Mystery blonde crypto coach. Oh, yes, of course, because take advice from chicks who look like this about cryptocurrency. I'm sure they have great insight. Unbelievable, man, these crypto thoughts. If you take advice from chicks like this, you deserve to lose all of your money and even your freedom. Who's traveling with Telegram CEO Pavel Durov cannot be located by her family following the secretive tech billionaire's arrest in France this week. Julia Vavilova, 24, who is also a video game streamer. I bet she is. I bet she has a thriving Twitch channel. Is at the center of online speculation after she shared a series of glam pics while apparently traveling with Durov to Azerbaijan last week, according to matching social media posts highlighted by French privacy data researcher Baptiste Robert and others. Online observers suggest those posts may have given away details about the exiled Russian's mogul's movements prior to his arrest. He was taken into custody as a private jet landed in Le Bourgeois airport outside Paris on Saturday. I'm sure it was just all a big old coincidence, right? It's complicated to say if her post played a direct role in the arrest. I mean, why wouldn't it? But if you're following on her social media, you could easily track Durov's movements. That's why you never date a chick who's out there in that public on social media like this. I'm not saying that everybody's, of high profile and under such intense scrutiny like Durov, but these chicks, man, they'll always get you set up. What was it? There was a rapper who got shot at a Waffle House. I know I'm not really narrowing down the field all that much, but that happened about a year and a half ago, and the robbers tracked his chick who was constantly posting updates on social media. If your girl has her head in her phone more than she should have her head, and we don't need to finish that sentence, that's a bad move for you, bro. Okay, Vavilov's family is now telling AFP news agency that she has not been able to get in touch with her since Durov's arrest. Durov's arrest has outraged advocates of free speech and tech, including ex-owner Elon Musk. They claim he was targeted or refusing to give government the keys to the encrypted app. Vavilov's relationship with Durov remains unclear, but I mean, I'm sure that she was probably leveraging certain things, and he was also leveraging certain things to leverage other things, if you know what I mean. Reacting to the arrest on Monday, French President Emmanuel Macron said that Durov's arrest was not a political decision at all. I mean, come on, man. Do you think we're stupid? But this is Macron, after all. He thinks that, well, everybody's as dumb as his voting constituency. It was up to the justice system in total independence to enforce the law. Right, sure. Just like all of those other Olympics-related lawsuits that are out there to try to snatch up dissidents for making fun of God-mocking obesity cases, or chicks going after authors for wrongly gendering them, maliciously so, but it's still really worth the independent justice system's time. But Telegram is just simply the tip of the iceberg, at least in my opinion, because, well, you have Chris Pavlovsky, and shout out to him, and shout out to Rumble, a website that hasn't kneecapped my channel recently. Thanks, YouTube, for making this the absolute worst month of arguably my entire career, but that's neither here nor there. Frankly, man, I'm talking about whatever I want to, so rebound in September and we won't have a problem. But Rumble hasn't really done that to me, so shout out to them. And Rumble's founder has fled Europe after the arrest of Telegram's founder in France because, yeah, in case you don't know, Rumble has had a bit of a history with France, and, well, I'll let Chris lay it out there. I'm a little bit late to this, but for good reason. I've just safely departed from Europe. France has threatened Rumble, and now they have crossed the red line by arresting a Telegram CEO, Pavel Durov, reportedly for not censoring speech. Rumble will not stand for this behavior and will use every legal means available to fight for freedom of expression, a universal human right. We are currently fighting in the courts of France, and we hope for Pavel Durov's immediate release. And stuff like this is only going to continue because, well, I'll be completely completely honest, man, just because there's one election that's going to be happening in November, it's going to have wide rippling effects. Where the United States goes, the rest of the world follows. And so if you don't want to see this a massive crackdown, you got to keep your head on a swivel. You've got to stay vigilant, because this fight is nowhere near close to being over, is nowhere near close to reaching its zenith either. So pay attention, stay alert, stay informed. Don't be scared, because we can still win this. It's just we're going to need every fighter available. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.